Most people think that they need more traffic, they need more ads, more SEO, they need to make more content. Meanwhile, their website has not been reviewed in weeks and nobody even knows if it's functioning properly. Forms don't work, the buttons are hidden, no one can call, pages don't render on the mobile. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get more leads from the same traffic that you get by just fixing your website using this free tool called Microsoft Clarity. If you don't know who I am, my name is Munir, co-founder of Vixel Studio, a local marketing agency specializing in SEO and lead generation. We've generated over $12 million in tracked revenue for our clients across many industries. And some of these case studies you can see on our website, like these on vixelstudio.com. So the reason that this matters is that let's say you get around 1,000 visitors per month from all your SEO and print ads and everything. And let's say your site right now converts at a 2%. So that means that from 1,000 visitors, you get 20 leads per month. Let's just say we fix the issues on the website and we increase conversions from just 2% to a good, healthy 6%. Now you're at 60 leads per month without doing anything or spending more money every single month. So now you're wondering, okay, when you're like, how do we actually improve this? So the only way you can improve this is by first knowing how users are interacting with your website. So the first step is to install on your website Microsoft Clarity. It's completely free. You don't need to pay anything for it. Microsoft Clarity will allow you to see the recordings of how people actually interact with your website. So we have Microsoft Clarity installed on our own website, and this is a sample recording. So we're able to see how this person interacted with this case study right here. I'm able to see if he clicked on the video or not. I'm able to see how far he scrolled down, and I can see here he's scrolling down a little bit. Didn't scroll down too much, and let's see. So he scrolls down a little bit. He sees the images. I can tell that he's stimming, and then there's more details, and then that's it. Usually by the bottom, he's done, and he's done. So this is a sample recording. This showed me that the page loaded correctly and that he mainly focused at the top, which is why we need to put the important stuff at the top, and that the page works. Microsoft Clarity also tells you what sections of your pages are being viewed the most and where users are spending the most time, and this is called a heat map. So it'll show you where most users are clicking, where they're spending most of their time, and you can make conclusions based on that. And Microsoft Clarity even has like a summarize heat maps button where it uses AI to summarize the main findings of all the recordings. So I'm able to see from our homepage where most people clicked in the past 90 days. So I can see that a lot of people click on testimonials, a lot of people click on book a call, a few people click on about, a few people click on services. And if I scroll down, you can see where they also click as well. So I can look at what buttons are pressed the most, and then I can spend more time improving the content on those pages. So for example, there's a lot of people that click on testimonials. So that means that I should always work to improve that testimonials page, one, but also collect more testimonials so that that page is always up to date and just gets better and better. I can also change the mode from click here to scroll. So this will tell me what sections of the page they view the most. So the red section means that it's the most popular, then the green means it's less, and then as it gets more blue, that means it's less and less popular. So it's going to be very natural that as people scroll down, it's going to get less and less popular, and it tells me what percentage of people actually reach this point. So if it's very important for me to see what the client testimonials are and only 16 or 17% of people saw it, then maybe I should raise it a bit higher, maybe put it somewhere small so that more people could see it. I can also see the attention button right here, which it also tells us just where users spend the most time. So scroll tells us how much they scroll. Attention tells us how much they actually stop and spent on this section. So I can just tell just by this that not many people are scrolling down, which is kind of normal. Usually 80% of the people only really look at this top section right here. But what that tells me is that I could probably add in more information at the top section right here. I can mention how many reviews I have. I can mention how many clients we worked with. I can maybe even add in small photos of their images just to try to show as much proof on the hero section as possible. So I can't tell you how many times that we've installed Clarity on a website and immediately found that sections are not rendering properly on mobile, buttons to call or submit a form are not appearing properly, meaning that people aren't submitting forms. There's pop-ups covering the call buttons so that no one can read the call. And sometimes we found forms that are impossible to fill in due to a bug, and nobody really takes the time to tell the owner, so then you just get weeks and weeks of no one filling in the form. Once it's installed, you'll really get the full picture of what's happening on your website. So let's say you install it. What's one of the first things that you should do? The first thing that you should do is give it a few days so you can actually start collecting recordings. And then you want to confirm that the website is working for different types of users. So you should watch a handful of sessions on both mobile and desktop and look for any red flags that signal a broken experience. So maybe the page took too long to load, so maybe people clicked off. Maybe there were some rage clicks so that people clicked on something expecting something to happen, but then nothing happened and then they clicked off. Or maybe the layout broke, so anything that's cut off or overlapping, because you'll see many different screen sizes of people interacting with your site and you'll see how it looks on various screen sizes. Getting these core problems fixed can be a huge unlock in just getting more leads. Another thing to look at next is you want to look at what pages are being viewed the most and what sections get the most scroll stops and mouse movement. Then optimize ruthlessly for what your specific audience is hunting for. So in our website's case, most people care about the about page and the testimonials and also the book or call. So that means that we should always look at the recordings of these specific pages and ensure that people are seeing what they want to see and just keep improving it with time. So in the case of the about page, I should probably add in more content and add more photos about our team so that people can really know who we are, because they're likely trying to vet us out before they work with us. And we should always add more testimonials to keep it up to date. Here are some other examples that I've discovered when reviewing other recordings. So let's say you have a home remodeling website and you'll realize that most people spend tons of time reviewing your portfolio and your gallery. So that means that it needs to be very organized, very fast, and full of nice professional photos, because this is where they decide of, do I trust this home remodeler with my house or not? Let's say you're a plumber or a roofer or a dentist. These are more urgent services. So then people for these types of websites usually hunt for the phone or the contact button as fast as possible. That means that your phone number should be a tap to call, should be very high up, and the request service buttons need to be very high up, obvious, and repeated. You need to have them all throughout the website. You don't want to bury the thing that they really came for to do. Your job is to analyze what people are looking for and make it easier for them to find it and make the content on that page always better. Another good thing to review is your contact form, so you can see that where people stop filling in the forms. So Microsoft Clarity allows you to view the recordings on your Contact Us page. And if you have a really long form that visitors have to fill in before contact you, you can see on Microsoft Clarity what specific question led to them dropping off and not filling in the form. If you're looking for more leads and you're asking visitors way too many questions, you should explore reducing the amount of questions you ask just so that you can get more leads. The main goal should be, what questions should I ask so that I know that this visitor is qualified, and as little questions as possible. So in summary, here's how you can make the most out of this. If you're serious about converting more of your visitors to customers, you should be reviewing these recordings every 1 to 2 weeks just to ensure that your website always works and to see where there's a room for improvement. So installing Clarity is very easy. It can take around 5 minutes. Then I would pick my top pages that I want to review consistently. So this could be your home page, your main service page, and your contacts page. These are your real 2-3 key pages. I would watch these recordings every single week and note any confusion or friction. Then, if everything is working fine and I want to improve the conversion, I would make one simple change, like change the headline or move the call to the action button higher or simplify the form or maybe clean up the portfolio. And then I would let it run like that for 1 to 2 weeks, see if more people are spending time on the page and see if more people are converting. And if so, make another improvement and try to measure again. This is just like a full cycle of you just always reviewing recordings, making small adjustments, waiting 1 to 2 weeks to see how people interact, and then making another one based on your findings. By ensuring your website is conversion focused, you can guarantee that even if your competitors spend more than you in marketing, like SEO or ads, you will make more in revenue because your website is just converting better. If you keep reviewing recordings for at least a few months, I'm sure that you'll start prioritizing content and photos that you need to consistently get updated just to improve conversions. I've seen countless of design contractors, like these are home remodelers or landscapers, that only start prioritizing taking high quality photos after seeing how many people click on their gallery and then click away because they concluded that this guy is not the guy for the job just from their photos alone. Or how many dentists or lawyers get professional photos of their team after seeing how many people clicked on the about page and then left. Because normally people are looking to see, who am I going to work with before I actually pay this guy money. So that's the end of the video. If you want to work with us to improve your website or draw these conclusions for you or help you as part of your overall SEO strategy, you can book a call with me and my team below. We have a 90-day money-back guarantee and we'll track all the leads we get for you. So you can book a call, and I'll see you guys in the next one.